My wife and I just moved. Not only did we just move cities, but we moved entire states. And currently everything we own is in boxes. We've only been here for a short time and most everything is unpacked except the most important thing that we own, our books. In today's video, I want to do something special for my wife because she's awesome. She deserves the best home library that's ever been built. So come along with me and together, let's make her the greatest bookshelves in the greatest home library that's ever been created. Yeah, this is pretty much what we have to work with. Oh yeah, my freaking dog did that. Can't believe he would betray me like this. First thing we gotta do is move all these boxes out. This took me longer than expected because half the boxes kept breaking. But other than that, I mean, it's just me moving boxes, so look at me go, woo, and boom, we're done, just like that. Next, gotta measure my space. Measuring really wasn't all that bad. We ended up with a height of 8'11". With the help of my dear sweet wife, we found out that the length of the room was 11'11". And here's my little diagram to prove it. See, isn't it so cute? Also measured to see how deep I could make the bookshelves. Then I divided our available space to see how many bookshelves we could fit, along the way marking each point where each bookshelf would meet together. Then it was time to consult my wife. So the last shelves were pretty much 9. Like they came off of the wall and I just do you want ours to be a little bit more deep?
I feel like it looks good deeper, but
You want to be able to fit 2 rows of books in there?
I probably wouldn't have 2 rows anyway of books. But I do like that depth. But I don't think I would utilize that empty space, if that makes sense. Like how long we would do it. What the depth of the bookshelf would be.
So, if we go by the old ones.
Oh my gosh.
Still bookshelf. I was thinking.
In this case, bigger's better.
11.
Okay.
We talked like this for a very long time until finally we came up with a game plan. And with our survey complete, it was time to venture out and get our supplies. At the Home Depot, baby! Oh, hi. I thought you were coming with. We're figuring out what kind of wood we want. We already have the dimensions, which was painstaking. And we're gonna see what they got. It did not take us long at all to find the type of wood that we wanted. Gotta inspect my little sketch. So close. Holy crap, that is so close.
That's something on it.
It does.
Someone spilled.
It's glue.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. We want 3/4 inch. These are all 3/4.
Wow. It's almost like I could have had a career at Home Depot. Because I just knew. I thought, wow, 3/4 of an inch. That just sounds right. Just sounds pliable. When you hear a word once and just use it for everything.
Can you hold it for me?
The camera?
No, this.
Oh.
After finding the wood type that we wanted, all we had to do was determine how many boards we needed to buy. Okay, so if we got 10 of these, and the dimensions that we need them cut at, we would have all the sides to each bookshelf, since we want 5 shelves. And there would be enough left over that we could get them cut down to where we could get the tops of each bookcase and the bottoms of each bookcase.
Okay.
Then after that, all we need to do is determine how many shelves we want per bookcase. And that would help us determine
How many more boards we need.
how many frickin' more boards we need. Yeah, that frickin' sounds good in theory, but we quickly realized that we needed to take this project in a completely different direction. 31.5 times 4 is 126. It's 10'6".
Okay, wait.
So it would four of those big shelves would fill up 10'6" of our available 11'11", which means we would have 1 foot 5 inches left to spare, and the small one is 15
by 15, 30.
15 and 3/4. Dang. Okay, well.
And they have those in stock, but we have to go pick them up. They're not available for delivery. We might be driving to another city, but I think
This is more worth it.
might be worth it.
Let's take a break. I'll come back to you guys.
Every time we do something, we should like high five as a transition.
Yeah, we don't do that. That's the only time we do that in the entire video. Now, Ashlyn and I didn't get the, oh my freaking crap, how can I not say what I'm trying to say? We just got home from Home Depot. We've come up with a plan B because plan A, well, the bottom fell out. I don't want to do that. I'm scared. But there is a consolation to this day. Today's sponsor, Hungry Root. Oh, that was not as, whatever. Hungry Root is a meal kit and grocery delivery service that provides healthy food, recipes, and even meal planning. Hungry Root really is the easiest way to eat healthy. They're like a personal shopper and a nutritionist all wrapped up in one. They take care of absolutely everything so you don't have to. Shall we see what's inside? Holy crap. Whoa, new recipes. It's very simple. All you have to do is tell Hungry Root your dietary preferences and they get everything put together. And they'll fill out your cart with personalized recommendations. And the mind-blowing part is that every single recipe that's provided in the box can be made in under 15 minutes. You're guaranteed by Hungry Root to not have any junk ingredients, artificial flavors, or nasty preservatives. Top quality is guaranteed every single time. Hungry Root has honestly been a game changer for Ashlyn and I because Ashlyn, if you don't know, my precious, beautiful wife, she has an autoimmune disease which prevents her from eating certain things like gluten, grains, dairy, nightshades, a host of things. And with that has come its struggles to find recipes that she can eat and enjoy. And with Hungry Root, they made it so incredibly easy to fit every single parameter of her dietary restrictions to a T. And with all of this combined, it's become the healthiest possible option that we've ever found in any grocery delivery service. So if you're interested, for a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every single box for life when you click the link down below in the description, or just head over to hungryroot.com and use the code INGUBELI to take advantage of this sweet, sweet deal. Thank you so much again to Hungry Root for sponsoring today's video. Back to building these bloody bookshelves. All right, folks, plan B. You can't see me at all, can you? IKEA, baby! Building them suckers by hand was not gonna work out. So, we just got back from IKEA, which was a longer trek than we thought. And we did what I never thought I would ever do in my entire life. I never wanted Billy bookshelves, but now I'm the proud owner of 5. At least with the color that we wanted. Of course, it would have been amazing to hand build these suckers. Buy the wood, cut the wood, put it together, make awesome handmade DIY bookshelves. But the thing is, we live in an apartment. Building bookshelves by hand is more of a long-term settlement type of thing. So whenever Ashlyn and I move into a house, that will probably be the time where we go ham. We flesh out an entire room full of handmade bookshelves. But for now, we're gonna settle with the more easily accessible, easily transferable, mittable, I don't know what I'm saying, with some kind of word, and easily assembled. Let it begin, even though these things are like 250 pounds each. Oh, also, if you hear my neighbor, yeah, they're like a herd of freaking rhinos up there. It's insane. All right, let's get the first bookshelf in here. I feel like this weighs 2 of me combined. Oh, dear Lord. There it is, in all of its Swedish glory. Dang, these are freaking nice. I see why people buy them. Nothing against Billy's, I just wanted to do this myself. Welcome to the family, Billy. Assembling these was honestly so freaking fun. I would do this again in a heartbeat. Wonderful. Looks pretty good. That's step 3 and 4. Oh my gosh. Woo! Yeah! That's crazy. So just imagine that whole wall. That's right. We're about to get it. Okay, now we gotta put the shelves on. How many do they have apart? I guess I could just do it evenly apart, shouldn't I?
I could sit here and be in no fear, for I have my books near.
Beautiful poem from a beautiful poet. And you didn't even know it. I got some rhymes.
This is perfect for the moment.
Look at these funky things. Instead of screws, they gave me these little lanterns? What the fetch are these? Must be Swedish. Oh, what is this now? Well, hot dang. I've been sleeping on the Billies, bro. I've been sleeping on these Billies. Excellent. Wow, that is it. I'm never buying crappy Target brand again. This looks absolutely amazing. Jeez. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is handsome. it is the next day. Behind me in all these boxes is every single book Ashlynn and I own. There are 17 boxes. And that's crazy. So now that the shelves are built, I'm gonna take all the books that are mine, finally start organizing these shelves. But first, let me show you what we have to work with. All right, there they are in all of their glory. Hi, welcome to the Unfinished Library. So, the general gist. Ashlynn and I each have 2 large billies for ourselves. And then that skinny boy over there, we've decided we're going to fill that with our classics because we're each collecting different forms of classics. And so we have a lot of classics between us, so we decided we'll just fill up that shelf with classics and special editions of things. And then we each have 2 shelves to ourselves. So these 2 are mine, and wow, we have so much more space. And now it's time to fill it up. So let's do that. And there we have it. 8 full boxes. All right, whoo! Some of those were heavier than I remember. Let's get this taken care of. Now, I don't have any particular method on how I want to do this. Last time I organized the shelves, I kind of started organizing it a little bit by genre and then quickly gave up. So I'm just gonna go by the seat of my pants and randomize this because I don't really care that much. But you let me know in the comments how you organize it. I'd love to hear how methodical you get or how random you get. Comment down below in the comment section how you organize your bookshelves. In my case, just like everything in my life, it's gonna be completely random. You all are going to want me to count my books, aren't you? I don't want to do that. All right, that's it. That is everything that I have. There is one more box with my name on it, but that is a lot of like theology and Christian stuff. So now it's time to put these on the shelves.
It looks amazing in here.
It's all for you.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't be in this.
Oh, I thought your reaction was, oh, I don't want this to be for me.
Oh, no, this is for both of us.
You look great.
I look like a rat.
If anyone looks like a rat in this relationship, it's me.
Not true.
Don't start that again. All right, folks. Like I said earlier, there will probably be no rhyme or reason to how I organize these. I may do it by genre. I think that might be the easiest. Just please don't judge me. But if you want to, go ahead and roast this. I'm humble enough to say that I can take criticism on my shelves, and I will take constructive criticism very seriously to make these things look amazing. All right, no turning back. Next, I'm thinking all my 1,000-pagers right here. Oh goodness, there's not gonna be enough room. Well, I guess you'll just have to go with Stephen King, which probably freaking makes more sense anyway. All right, so far, so good. I like that. I really like that. Next, I have a lot of Orbit fantasy, so I thought about maybe doing Orbit these two. If you haven't read John Gwynne Epic Fantasy yet, you're missing out. Wow. That's all my John Gwynne. Our previous bookshelves were so narrow that my John Gwynne could not fit together side by side like this. And I still have space to go. That is wild. Oh my gosh, it freaking fits. I didn't think my Witcher would fit, but it does. All right, this is the progress update. We are getting there. Let me scooch back. Huh? What? Can you believe it? This doesn't even look like I'm home. It looks like I'm at a freaking library. It's done. You know, it took a long time. It took a very long time. But now, I can finally give you that bookshelf tour. Granted, this tour is going to be very brief, okay? I'm not going to spend too much time. If you want to really look at stuff, you can pause. These two are my shelves. Let's begin. I guess start from the bottom top. Okay, we're going to start at the top. This shelf is all books that are pretty much over 1,000 pages. We got Shogun and the entire Asian saga. Got Don Quixote, Atlas Shrugged, Fountainhead. I just wanted Ayn Rand to be with her, together. Margaret Mitchell's Gone with the Wind, Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth, War and Peace, A Suitable Boy, Les Mis, Infinite Jest, Divine Days. There you go. They're all over 1,000 pages. Boom. Fits the criteria. Next, we have a purely fantasy shelf. I have a lot of those. Namely, my John Gwynne and Witcher Saga. And then I have other things like, The Winter Road by Adrian Selby. And the first book in... what's it called? Powder Mage by Brian McClellan. But other than that, yeah. Epic fantasy. Next is... well, more fantasy. We have all of our Joe Abercrombie, including his YA series. And then we have two other trilogies. We have Greenbone Saga by Fonda Lee, and then Licanius by James Islington. There's that shelf. All right, next, we have the Anthony Ryan trilogy. I think it's called Covenant of Steel. Then we have Nick Martell's The Legacy of the Mercenary Kings. I just call it Kingdom of Liars because, well... it sounds cooler. Then we have Mike Shackle's The Last War, which I've only read the first book, but excited to get to the others. Then we have the beautiful Harry Potter. Ooh, yes. Then we have The Sword of Kaigan by Emma Wong, The Coward by Stephen Aryan, and The Will of the Many by James Islington. Yeah, I could have put it with that. Sue me. And then down here, we have even yet more fantasy. So we have Priori of the Orange Tree, Robert McCammon, well, all my Robert McCammon, Swan Song, Boy's Life, and Gone South. We have the beginning of Ryan Cahill's Bound and the Broken. We have V.E. Schwab's trilogy of Ricochet of Magic. That book I'm currently reading. And we have Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clark. Then we have Watership Down, what's up, baby? Then we have Flames of Mira by Calee Harmon. Percy Jackson, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? And then two books written by my wife's uncle that I will read soon. They just fit really well there, so I put them there. They're not fantasy, but I put them there. Lastly, on this bookcase, we have an assortment of things. It's just kind of all over the place. We have the 3 Parker novels that I own so far. I will eventually own all, like 22 or 24 of them. Then we have the entire Kingfall Histories by David Estes. I'm super excited to get into that soon. We have The Road to Jerusalem by Jan Guillot. We have Tree of Smoke by Dennis Johnson. Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. Under the Volcano by Malcolm Lowry. Manuel Rivas's Books Burn Badly. All of my Pat Conroy so far, The Prince of Tides, South Abroad, Beach Music, and The Great Santini. We love Pat Conroy on this channel. And then we have a whole stack of stuff. We have the Al Lacey Western series. We have Susanna Clark's Piranesi, Riley Sager's Final Girls, Kimmy Cunningham Grant's The Silent Woods, Emily St. John Mandel's Station 11, I Have Never Known Man, The Castle, Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse 5, and a new book that I'm super excited to get to, A Fig for All the Devils by C.S. Fritz. I'm coming up with a vlog idea for that one. So, but there's the bottom. Oh yeah, dude. Excellent. Okay, next. Let's start at the top again. Alrighty. Don't mind this. This is just a curtain. We're just getting a curtain rod soon, so I just draped it up there. Anywho, this is mainly my mass market paperbacks. All 10 books of the Malazan Book of the Fallen by Stephen Erickson. Yes, I am currently on book 3. I'm not reading it, but that's where I'm just at. Don't expect this anytime soon. We have all of George, except for, of course, 9 of the 7 Kingdoms, but they don't have a mass market paperback version of that, so screw them. But anyway, this is my Song of Ice and Fire. Next to it, we have Stephen R. Donaldson's Thomas Covenant, The Unbeliever. Next to that, we have Laird Barron's Isaiah Coleridge trilogy, and then we just have a few little short books like 1984, All Quiet on the Western Front, and Sackett's Land. There you go. All right, more fantasy. We have Robin Hobb. Wow. Robin Hobb books look so freaking good together. Next to that, we have the Chronicles of Narnia epic. And then, of course, I had to have friends next to each other. Tolkien. All my Tolkien books. They just always need to go next to each other. I think that's so fitting. Then we have Scott Lynch's Lies of Lachlan Mora. Gentlemen Bastards. This series is great. If you haven't picked it up, it's highly underrated. And then we have A Harvest of Ash and Blood by DJ Moles. Strange book. Good, but strange. There's that shelf. Next we're into the Stephen King. Look at this. Look at this. Hodder freaking books. I cannot wait to have all of them. But this is what I have so far. And then, of course, here's some others like Green Mile, Dolores Claiborne, Desperation, that kind of stuff. I've read all of these, so. And then I just decided to throw more horror next to the King of Horror with, you know, Ray Bradbury's Something Wicked This Way Comes, and then the Richard Matheson stuff that I have, short stories, I Am Legend, Hell House, that kind of stuff. That is that. And then underneath it is yet another Stephen King shelf because I have a crap ton of Stephen King. Starting with Do McKee, It, On Writing. Then we have like one of my favorite things ever, The Dark Tower. Oh, look at them. I will never not love these books. Then next to that we have, you know, his crime fiction, Regulators, Fairy Tale, Under the Dome. Some good stuff, some good stuff. And then another horror novel, Jason Reculac's Hidden Pictures. It's a decent book. It'll throw you through some loops, that's for sure. There's that shelf. Next, sci-fi. This is pretty much all of my science fiction. It's not that much, but it's what we got. So, starting with Wool, Fahrenheit 451, and Foundation. Yeah, I didn't have room, so I just stacked them on top. I have the beginning of The Expanse by James S.A. Corey. Excited to see what the hype is about all of that. Then we have Frank Herbert's Dune Saga. Yes, dude, the Dune books are so bloody good. We also have the beginnings of Christopher Rocchio's Sun Eater with Empire of Silence. I will read this again, guys. I soft DNF'd it halfway through. I will get back to it. Don't worry. Then I have Gene Wolfe's freaking critically acclaimed Book of the New Sun. Oh my gosh, it's backwards. No one could say that I paid attention to any detail. Next, we have a memory called Empire, one of the weirdest sci-fi books I've ever read. As a consolation, next to that, I have all of the Red Rising books that I own. Yes, I don't have Lightbringer. I have read it, but I don't have it in that publication. Next to that, we have C.S. Lewis's Out of the Silent Planet Space Trilogy. Super hyped to get to that this year. We have Octavia Butler's Parable of the Sower, Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary, and then all of my Blake Crouch. There's my sci-fi. And then last but not least, we have pretty much historical fiction, and then just some kind of random assortments. So, Shutter Island by Dennis Lehane, incredible freaking thriller. Oh my gosh. Ben Hopkins' Cathedral. I still need to finish that book. And then all of my Larry McMurtry. Wow. Look at that. Next, we have Maurice Drion's The Accursed Kings series. I am on book 4 of 6. Well, technically there's 7, but I heard not to bother with the 7th, so I only own 6. Next to that, we have D.V. Bishop's, what's his name? Caesar Aldo books. So far, I have all the published ones. I think the 4th one comes out this year, so we'll see. Next! Oh my gosh, this came literally last week. My dear friend Cindy, she sent me Hilary Mantle's trilogy. Oh gosh, what is it called? Oh, the Wolf Hall books. Book 1 is Wolf Hall. Then we have The Mirror and the Light. And then Bring Up the Bodies. Oh, Cindy. This made my day when this showed up. And it just adds so much to my historical fiction. So thank you so much. All right, next to that, we have The Archer's Tale by Bernard Cornwell, John Irving's The Cider House Rules, Ernest Hemingway's For Whom the Bell Tolls, Justin Cronin's The Passage. Yes, that should probably go in horror, but it fits here, so who cares? Then we have John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath, Kristen Hanna's The Great Alone, and last but certainly not least, Donna Tartt's The Goldfinch. And that, for the most part, is my historical fiction. And that's it. That is it. The bookshelves are done. If you want to see Ashlynn's half, she is filming a video. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I know this video was a lot, but I had so much fun filming this. To be honest, Ashlynn and I had so much fun doing this, making these shelves, making this place feel like a home. Thank you all so much for being here. Honestly, without you viewers, stuff like this wouldn't be possible. This move would not have been possible. These bookshelves would not have been possible. None of it would be possible without you all. So I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I know Ashlynn thanks you from the bottom of her heart. We thank you together and we love you so much. And please, comment down below how you organize your bookshelves, how you think maybe I should do better, because I know there's gonna be some of you out there that say, oh, you should do this instead, it looks like garbage. I'm open to any opinion. And don't forget to take full advantage of this exclusive offer with Hungry Root by clicking the link down below to get 40% off your first box, plus 1 free item of your choice in every single box for life when you use the code Gubeli by clicking the link down below again. And thank you all so much again for making this video possible. I will see you in the next one. Let me turn it off. Bye.